So guys, my client had chosen this style a few weeks back, and today was the day because she had a very important event and I really had to make it look good. And I decided, why not share with you guys how I did it, and I decided to just film it. Okay, and here we are. All right, so what I'm doing here, I'm trying to find a center first, because it's a low ponytail. It can be tricky, so especially if you're a beginner, you've never done this style, it's best you find the center first, and then you always discuss with your client and like coordinate with them, ask them, is that okay, is that the point you want? Especially for the low ponytail, it can be tricky at times. All right, so I finished doing the center, and then now there was some extra style in that low ponytail, and she wanted a stitch line at the side. So this is what I'm doing right now. I'm making the stitch line first. I'm going to plait it first before anything else, and then I'll do the rest later. So now I'm just patting my line for the stitch line. And guys, remember, when you're doing your patting your line, please do take your time. Always take your time when doing the patting, because there's nothing as bad as having good hair but with crooked lines. It just puts everything off. Like any hairstyle that has to do with some parting and some lines, it has to look good, it has to look neat, because that is everything. It's like the foundation of the hairstyle. Okay, so just make sure you take your time in doing that. I do take my time in doing any of the lines, because I know the impact it's gonna have if it comes out not perfect. Okay, I hope you understand what I mean. Anyway, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa, and I teach everything about hair. Any new hairstyle, any style that you do not understand, I do all the tutorials. And you can just subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and do not forget to turn on the post notifications bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And of course, if you have any questions during the video, after the video, just write them down in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them. So by the way, I have a different video, or a very detailed video on stitch lines, in case you do not understand how I'm doing it here. But also here it's very simplified, but in case you won't understand, make sure you look for the video. I have some playlists there, so you can just check them out for the stitch lines, and you'll be good to go. So what I've done here, I've used wax first to make sure I've put the hair into place, and now I'm doing my tuck out. So yeah, these are called tuck outs, and my tuck outs, I do them using the inside method. I don't use the outside method. I think you'll notice as we go on with the video how different they are. But if you don't know what I mean by saying inside method, you can just check out one of my videos on stitch lines again. I've done all that very, very detailed. Okay, so right now I'm doing my tuck out, and I have to make sure it comes out very neatly. So guys, don't be in a rush. If you want it to like be perfect, take your time. Okay, I'm not saying like you make the client sit there whole day. Okay, have a reasonable speed, that is my point, but at the same time you ensure that everything is good and in place. So that is what I'm doing here. So now I'm doing my tuck outs, and then after the tuck outs I get to fix the whole stitch line, and then now we'll get to the gel and the whole process. Okay, so now if you've noticed, like with the tuck outs, I'm trying to make sure like they're on the same level, like none of that is too big than the other one. So also make sure that you put that in mind, so you can see the width. Let me say the width. It's almost same, like it's same, let me say. That is why I suggest you take your time when doing these partings. It's very, very important, so that nothing comes out very crooked, right? Nobody would want that. Okay, and especially for this client, I knew, since she so much anticipated to have this style a few weeks back, and she had even sent me a photo of the style that she wanted, and that is why I really wanted to make it look very neat and nice, so that she could when your hair is nice and good and clean, you have that extra confidence. And for someone to just ruin your style like that, it's never a good thing. That is why for us hairstylists, we normally have a challenge when it comes to that, and that is why we have to be perfect. Yeah, to do everything, like, you try your best. That's the point. Okay, you just do your best, your very best. So I think at this point I'm almost done with the tuck out, and then now I go to fixing the whole stitch line using a cornrow. Okay, and for me, I use my left hand when it comes to doing the cornrow, so maybe some of you will find it very weird, I don't know, but let's see how it goes. But I've done so many tutorials on that. Anything I'm doing here today, I've already done at a mini tutorial on that. So if you do not understand it from here, you can just check out my other videos, and you'll get to learn more. And remember to subscribe, guys, because any new style that is coming out, it's a must. I'll just put it out here. Any question, you can just, any video you want me to touch on, you can just let me know in the comment section, and I'll be happy. And actually, guys, I read all my comments, each and every single comment, so you can be sure I'm going to reply to it. Okay, even if it takes 1 or 2 days, but definitely I will reply to it. So right now I'm doing the stitch line. I am in the final stages, and you can see I'm doing the cornrow now. And as I told you earlier, I do with my left, people call it left hand, I don't know, but I just said I do it from the side, because some people do the cornrows from the back, like where your hands are placed at the back. So mine are the side, because I can do either side, the left or the right. So I don't know particularly why it's called left-handed, but anyway, whatever it is. Okay, so also when you're doing the side stitch line, do not use so much hairpiece. You just add until you feel like this is enough, and then you just continue. So here I'm almost done doing the side stitch line, and then now we'll go to the next step. Okay, so here I took my time in doing this stitch line, because it was the center of everything, even though the ponytail itself was going to be the center of attraction, but the stitch line also added some value there. Okay, let me just say some value. That is why I took time to just do it. Okay, sorry about that. So now after I finish my stitch line, now we are going to get to doing the gel.
And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away.
So now, guys, I am done with the stitch line, and you can see how pretty and nice and very neat and very organized it is. So now I'm going to go straight ahead and start doing the gel, laying the hair down using the gel. And so, guys, the reason why we use gel most of the times is because, number one, it helps keep the hair in place for much longer. So you can just after we are done styling, she can stay with the style for about a week or 2. So that is why most people prefer using the gel. So I'm going to add a little hair piece in the middle, and the reason why I'm doing that is because it's going to help me hold the ponytail, the actual ponytail, because I'm using a weave here, so I'm going to sew it in. That is why I added the extra hair piece, so you can just see the process, how it goes. Yeah, if the hair is not long enough to hold the weaving, because I didn't prefer, according to the styles she chose, I didn't prefer to use the actual extension, like the ones which are already made, and you'll understand why as the video goes on, because how she wanted it to be tied, weave could only achieve that. That is why I've added a little extra hair piece here to make it longer for extra support. It's like a base, a foundation for the ponytail that we're about to do. So now I'll start from behind so that I won't have problems when it comes to now fixing the front part. So I just started from the back. Now then I'll go to the front because it's a low ponytail, so I prefer starting from the back. That is why. And the gel I'm using is called Movit, but you can use any hair gel out there. But remember, there are different gels for different types of hair. So there's gels for the 4C hair and there's gels for the relaxed hair. So keep that in mind when you're choosing your gel. So her hair is a bit relaxed, so that is why you can see it's laying down very flat and nicely. But if it was natural hair, depending on the texture, it could have been something different. Some natural hairs are easy to lay down, especially maybe let's say the 3C types, but the 4C ones, you know the struggles when it comes to doing gel with them. If you're a stylist, you know what I mean, okay? So here we just relax the hair a little bit to make the style pop out a little bit more, okay? So now I'm heading to the upper part now. Yeah, that's when you're applying the gel, make sure you're just doing in small sections if you want to ensure that the hair on the whole head lies down so flat. Because if you want to skip this process, now you're going to have like crooked results because some hairs inside won't have enough gel, so it will be difficult for them to lay down and they will inconvenience the hairs at the top. So that is why I'm just going step by step and parting step by step to ensure that, you know, all the hairs laid down. So up to this point, guys, if you have any question, you can just ask. So I'm almost done doing the gel, and then after this she's going to the dryer for about 20 minutes here, 20 minutes. But if you feel like it's not dried, 20 to 30 minutes is recommended, yeah, for gel, but maximum 30 minutes because gel, like, it takes faster to dry than other dryer services. So yeah, just take 20 minutes for this one. I took 20 minutes because I didn't use too much gel. I was just using a little bit while going. Yeah, and you're almost done doing the front part, and then the next thing now after the dryer, we'll go ahead and put the ponytail using the weave. So I'll leave you guys here, so if you have any question from there, I think the rest of the parts are going to be very easy for you to understand. Yeah, it will take rocket science. And while I'm doing the ponytail, the thing that I'd like to add is that I use a got-to-be glue to secure the ponytail at the end. So yeah, so that's it from me today, guys. If you have any question, and please let us know where you're watching us from, which country are you watching us from, and have you ever seen this type of style, this type of ponytail? Let me know in the comment section. And yeah, subscribe to this channel. So yeah, we are doing the hairline. So when it comes to the edges, people love doing it differently. So you just communicate with your client and they'll let you know how it's going to be done. Let me leave it here, okay, because if I keep talking, I'm going to talk all day long. So you do have a good day.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay? Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby, have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Like nothing I felt, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel far more worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch